Hey Fish Fam, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master. I'm here with my brother, and today we are going to play with Simic Merfolk. We want to see how Oko, Thief of Crowns, does in this deck. It's doing powerful things. You don't believe me? Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel to find out. Before we get into our match, we're going to thank our sponsors, starting with themanabase.com. And all you Commander players, you got millions of cards. How do you keep them organized? You want to see how to keep your collection in order? Go check out Ryan Penoff's article on it on themanabase.com. Your home base for everything Magic the Gathering. And the MTG Mastermind, the coaching program, turn you from a loser to a winner. You want to start bringing home those boosters and those cash prizes. You're going to want to learn from those at the MTG Mastermind. And Card Hoarder, your online digital service for Magic cards on Magic the Gathering Online. We're going to thank Card Hoarder for being our sponsor. So we won the die roll.
By a hair.
This hand, I'm just going to mulligan. I hate these hands.
Nah.
It's 4 lands.
Cavern of Souls, though. Got that Cavern, though.
These are like these really iffy hands where, I mean, I like usually lose if I'm in a grindy game, but I'm on the play. Whatever, we'll lose again. It's just that there's such a big risk to mulliganing. Even with the London mulligan, you can just get like a pile of crap. Well, this will be a little bit more even, so now we can just consider this as a 6-card. I would keep a 6-card hand like this. If one of these lands were missing.
You go to 5? I go to 5.
Yes, please go to 5. Just do it.
Just flame out.
We can have an early start with Commander Speaker, Lord of Atlantis, then tap things down with Merfolk Trickster, but we need like one more Lord to carry this through, and we need to hope our opponent has no removal.
Well, they're thinking. Or they're triple queuing.
They like to. They like to think. Triple queuing, though, that's rare. Yeah, they've made their decision.
Probably that white deck.
Why? Because of the Ajani up here?
Maybe. Prove me right.
Is Chubby Meatball puking? Hey, don't be puking. I hear you making the puking sounds.
Prismatic Vista. Mishra's Bubble.
Yes, Chubby Meatball. She was sleeping, but she's making the puking sounds. Okay, don't puke. I know you're gonna puke. My girlfriend fed her the
wrong food.
The wrong cat food. Because she wants to save the other cat food. But Chubby Meatball will just puke up this cat food. 1,000,000%. Oh, but on the plus side, we now have a Chubby Meatball visiting us. Maybe she'll puke in front of all of us. Mishra's Bobble targeted. Targeting themselves. Okay. So it looks like it's 4-color Urza. Or, yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. That sucks. At least we have like an okay clock. So one more Lord will make it great, but... Another thing that will make this hand really good is if we draw Force Negation. Okay, well, so it depends on like what version of this deck this is. Is this Urza Paradox or is it Urza? Okay, it's Urza Paradox. So 1 Force Negation probably wins the game.
If your whole deck is unraveled by a single counterspell, it's not a deck.
Don't think this helps us very much.
Card draw, though.
Yeah. I'm literally going to play this Misty Rainforest to thin our deck from here. So if they play Urza next turn,
Trickster it down.
I can Trickster it down.
That too.
Yeah, we could do that too. We can Trickster this down too. So we'll slow this entire process down this turn. They're probably planning on making a bunch of Thopters, but it's just not going to happen.
Sorry, pal.
They do have a Mox Opal active, though.
You have... Oof.
Not in the main deck.
But it's in there.
So if we draw a Lord, we can win. This has to be an Island Walk Lord.
I can tap down that flyer.
I will tap down their mana.
Good stuff.
Not the Lord. But tap down flyer attack for 8. That's not enough. I think I'm just going to hold up this Trickster again.
Did you play land drop for the turn?
I have not. So we're going to... Yeah, we're going to tap down Sai again. To make sure that they cannot create a bunch of artifacts, then Urza Paradox. Out of our minds. At least that's my plan.
Pay life. Come on. Oh. It's got to do something this turn.
Okay, Urza I can sort of deal with.
Here's what I can deal with.
Grinding Station. Sacrifice an artifact. Target player puts the top 3 cards of the library into their graveyard. When an artifact enters the battlefield, you can untap it. Okay, so can they go off? No, they're just resigning. Okay. Yeah, like, I didn't think that was going to do anything. Okay, so this is good. So the Urza Paradox deck, we can beat. All it takes is, like, one good timely counterspell. They don't have as much removal, so that's good for us. On the other hand, we don't need Oko because they don't play Ensnaring Bridge. Like the Urza deck and Urza Paradox, just two completely different decks, and they're the same. We are gonna bring in the Collector Oofs though. Chalice is like, I can't remember, what did I do? I made a sideboard guide not too long ago. Display. Let's look at the card view. So we don't want Oko. We also don't want 2 Ether Vials. We don't need Spreading Seas at all. Do we have space? We have some space for some Chalice of the Voids. Brazen Borrower, also not that great. Actually, maybe it's not so bad we don't need it at all. Because it can't block the, what's it called? So we're playing Chalice on 0 for the most part. Not the greatest interaction, to be honest. I'm not in love with it. Actually, no, we could still play Oko. Okay, hold on. Now I want to see what's my sideboard guide for this. Or my sideboard guide in progress. Urza. Or sorry, Urza Paradox. Not Urza. Not the same deck. Bring in the Oofs, bring in the Deprives, bring in 2 Chalices, take out... Keep Oko! Keep Oko. Okay, we're keeping Oko because of Urza. And you know what? Maybe it's okay again. Like, I want Oko for... What's it... Oh, wait a minute. What do we got? We owe a card? How do we owe a card? Oh, yeah. We're only bringing 2 Chalices. So we're playing Chalice on 0. Not the most beautiful thing. But we're going to keep Oko for Urza. That's still, like, a deal. They're going to play Urza. They can't always go off that turn. So then we can untap, play Oko, turn it into an Elk. All-powerful Urza turns into an Elk. Boo-hoo. Yeah, so when I was looking at this, I know the Borrower is useless. It's nice to be able to play at flash speed, but the Sai tokens are just going to block it, so it's useless. And I don't care for bouncing anything in this deck. But Oko turning either Sai or Urza into an Elk is useful to us. Okay, we'll submit this. So I think we're heavily favored in this matchup.
If nothing else, you're very heavy.
And they're not that removal heavy. Ooh, this is tempting. I'll probably keep this. Another cool thing is that they want to save some of their 0 mana artifacts for Sai. So they won't even play... They'll, like, hold on to 0 mana cards. So I have a 1-lander, but I have 2 Force and Negations. See, they didn't even play anything. They did not play any... Oh my god. No. They're saving everything for the Sai and all the other synergistic stuff. You're gonna get nailed here. Hopefully.
This is a bad day for Urza. Land.
If no land, it's not terrible. More food for the force negations. But a land would mean... I'll probably play Chalice on 1 if I get a land. Then I'll play around the Astrolabe, which I've been pronouncing wrong the entire time, as you've all discovered.
What are you saying, Astroblade?
Yeah, I was calling it Astroblade. I thought it looks like a blade, sort of, in my eyes. I can't play the other Chalice on 0 because my first Chalice on 0 will counter it. So you can't have 2 Chalice on 0s in play.
Supreme Tech.
Yeah.
Sorcery. Something chaliceable. This is chaliceable.
No.
Negatable.
Yeah, we'll
Chaliceable.
definitely counter this. Maybe it's value to have the Trickster so I can hold up Deprive. Pass, I guess.
Do it again. Punk, I dare you.
Oh, we can just curve into Urza or something.
Nope.
Explosives on 2. I think I'm gonna let that happen. Because I can just play the Collector Roof and they can't do anything.
Thank you.
So I'm going to be a little patient here. I'm going to start with Chalice on 1, because what this does is protect my Collector Roof from Fatal Push, which is like one of the only removal spells that they have.
Chaliceable. Negatable.
So I probably we're going to let this resolve. Return any number of target non-land permanents you control to the owner's hand. Draw a card for each card returned to your hand this way.
It's a shitty use of his paradox.
It's a very bad use of the paradox. It's terrible. That's where we want to be. Look, I'm playing my opponent like a fiddle. Like a fiddle!
Jimmy Ball's trying to sleep.
Oh, Jimmy Ball's out of frame. It's interesting that they fetch. What's that all about? Do you have Spell Snare in your deck somehow?
I think we're about to see a Resignation.
We might. That's a pretty brutal card to see. Like, I'm still concerned about things like Urza, which is why I sort of regretted getting rid of the Trickster, because I just need 1 Island Walker, so I could have force negated pitching away the Merfolk Mistbinder at the time.
No, you don't.
Yeah, they just saw this. Look at it. So I told you! This matchup is a buy for the Simic Merfolk deck. Oh my god, you got all the resources. Chalice on 0, Chalice on 1, Collector Oof. That's the combo. It doesn't even look like a Merfolk deck anymore. This is just some anti Urza Paradox deck. Look how silly this deck is. Yeah, so like they can never blow this. Once Collector Oof is in play, they could never blow up their engineered explosives. It would never happen. But it was such a sad state of affairs that they have to cast this engineered explosives just to loot. Look how much work they have to do to loot. 6 mana, 2 cards to draw 1 card. That's sad. That's not the outcome that they were looking for, but that is the outcome we were looking for. So Collector Oof again shows the value of playing Simic Merfolk. And yeah, with that, that's our game for today. We're gonna thank all my patrons supporting me on Patreon. We're also gonna thank the ManaBase.com and the MTG Mastermind for being our sponsors. Oh, and Card Hoarder. This has been Nikachu with his brother playing with Simic Merfolk in Modern.